This is my fourth year coming to Grants Pass.
The joy factor is huge. And I will tell you, whether I get paid a lot of money or no money, I will do the exact same job. Because the joy of doing it versus how much money I'm getting.
Yeah, I think everybody is an artist. There's a lot of different art forms. It's not all drawing, it's not all visual arts. Everybody's an artist, they just don't know where they fit in.
Today's video is a compilation of the last 2 days I just spent going to the 20th annual Art Along the Rogue Chalk Art and Music Festival here in Southern Oregon. This year, not only were there local artists, but there were a total of 40 artists that came from all over the country to be part of this annual event. And I want to thank all of the artists that were in this weekend's wonderful event so much for coming to bless our area with your beautiful art. This year's theme was Blockbusters on the Block. Journey with me as I share some of the highlights and in particular some of the great conversations I got to have with some of the artists.
You're from California?
Yes.
And is this your first time coming here?
This is my fourth year coming to Grants Pass.
Awesome. And do you go to any other ones?
Yes, I've been doing street painting for many years now, different states, from California to Florida.
So do you apply for this or do they reach out and find you?
A little bit of both. Yeah, so when I started, I will reach out to the events, and then they will see my portfolio, and then they'll select the artist.
Yeah. So you were asked to come to this one?
Yes, yeah.
So what is your normal art that you do when you're just doing art at home?
I usually do chalk, and sometimes I'll use tempera depending on how permanent, semi-permanent they want it. But that's really what I do, and murals. So I do murals, street art.
Are you like busy all the time?
Not all the time, thank goodness.
But is that your work? Is that what you do full time?
Yes, that's what I do for a living.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I started off being a computer programmer for about 30 years because I know that art was hard. I was able to save up money while I was making good money, and then said, all right, time to throw the switch and, live off of my savings and make it as an artist. And I've done okay.
That's awesome. So do you feel like really you do it because of the joy?
Oh gosh, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Is it still joy all the time?
Yes.
Yeah, like even when you're under this kind of a situation?
Yeah, because here's the thing is, I used to do little portraits and little stuff, and that was really fun. It's still really joyful, but when I graduated to big things, it was so liberating to be able to just do something
bigger,
with my entire arm instead of just my hand. And it's really fun. I love the fact that I don't have to store it or sell it or figure out what to do afterwards. I can just take a photo, get up, and go.
That is a good point. That is a really good point. Yeah.
I don't have to worry about it after I leave at all. The joy factor is huge. And I will tell you, whether I get paid a lot of money or no money, I will do the exact same job. Because the joy of doing it versus how much money I'm getting.
You're stepping on the wet purple.
Bottom of the nose is not quite right either. There's a big learning curve. Like they usually supply chalk, and this year I guess they ordered it, but it didn't come in, so I didn't have any. And then the neighbor artist was like, "You can use, whatever mine and stuff," and I'm like, "Oh," but I didn't want to do that, so I ran around. I got lucky at Joann's and got 4 packs of chalk. I didn't know how far one pack would go, and
Right.
And then I also got some tempera paint, like that's what we did, the red.
Mm-hmm.
I may have gotten white, like I look back and done the white too. But yeah, because it kind of dries and looks chalky,
Right.
which is nice.
Right.
I also probably will choose to do bigger elements next year, because trying to get the detail, it's difficult. An artist who did it last year kind of gave me a rundown of what to bring, knee pads and rubber gloves for blending because it tears your fingers up.
Like.
Vicky was telling me she's done over 65 festivals. Just look at her chalk. This is so pro. And the cool thing about this time is it's her first time doing it together with her granddaughter.
And that's a key technology, is the dust control.
It's great.
Yeah.
Dust control is awesome.
Yeah, that's pretty important.
I think we should name it something like Wally.
Yes, we should name him Wally.
Wally.
So, what kind of weekend have you guys had?
It's been fantastic. She was not feeling well this morning.
No, I was feeling like complete garbage, but I'm feeling way better.
Oh, his
She had
art.
a really bad headache. It's managed to go away, so that's good.
Oh, yay.
She's totally on point now.
Doesn't art just make you feel so much better?
Yeah, it does.
It does. And this is your granddaughter.
It's my granddaughter.
How old are you?
This is her first.
15. And this is your first time.
First time doing any chalk art.
But what's your normal art that you like to do?
I just like to sketch in a sketchbook, little doodles like cows, mushrooms, frogs.
But do you think you're going to expand now because you're doing this?
I've started doing a little painting, and yeah, I want to do more chalk art. It's fun.
What was the best thing about this weekend? Getting to do it together?
I'd say so. Watching her work large for the first time ever. I mean, her drawings are this big normally, so, and her paintings are about this big. So watching her do something large for the first time, learning how to grid an image to blow it up,
Yes.
was fantastic. She started off terrified. So that's my grid. 1 inch equals a foot, and you just draw what's in that square. You know, you look at it here; they're numbered. You number them on the ground. You go, okay, square, column 3. Row 3, I'm going to put in this eye part right there in the bigger square. Yeah, I think everybody is an artist.
I do too.
There's a lot of different art forms. It's not all drawing, it's not all visual arts. Everybody's an artist, they just don't know where they fit in. So the right brain is creative, more spontaneous,
Yeah.
more
Intuitive.
more willing to get out there and experiment. I'm very much a left brain artist. For me, it's all about see something, recreate it. So I have to think about the proportions of this and that. To actually come up with this stuff out of my head, I can't do that. That's right brain art.
That's where it's steal like an artist. That expression, do you know that expression, steal like an artist? Some of us have to be inspired by other things to be able to do it. Other people can come up with it, which is
Right.
Yeah.
Just in their head. I actually don't visualize that.
Yeah.
I have to see something
Right.
to create.
Right.
And that's left brain.
Yeah.
Being able to just visualize it in your brain and put it out there.
Yeah.
That's right brain.
Well, the bottom line is it's fun and it's so nourishing to do it. No matter what level you're at.
For me, it's very meditative.
Yeah.
When I paint, especially if I paint at night, after everything is gone, the rest of the room is all dark, there's light on my canvas, there's light on my colors, there's light on what I'm painting from, because I'm always looking at an image or whatever, something. A lot of times I collage things together to create a scene and then paint them. When I do that, there's this magic thing that happens where I'll be painting, and I'm painting with tiny little brushes because I'm a realist, and I'm painting, I'm doing this, and all of a sudden, I feel like I've been painting for a couple of hours. I'm looking at this much space on an image and this much space on a canvas, and do that for hours, and all of a sudden I realize it's getting light out.
And the time just goes by.
It hasn't been 2 hours. It's been 10 hours.
Yes.
And I've had this time warp, and I go, oh my gosh, I haven't even stood back to look at it. You think it's going to be, because you're only concentrating on this much, it's going to be all warped when you look back? It's not. It's beautiful.
It's beautiful. I don't know if this is true for how it is with you, with your type of art, but for me, with abstract, I'm doing the process, and I get to this point, I don't like it. It's ugly, and I'm ready to trash it, but somehow I hang in there, and it comes together in this most amazing way that blows my, because I would have trashed it, but I've learned to just hang in there and go past that point.
Right.
Is that true in your work or no?
Because I'm oil painting usually, I don't hang it, but I don't trash it. I let it sit there and I look at it for sometimes months.
Okay.
And eventually it will hit me what I need to do with it.
Okay.
And I will get inspiration and I'll fix it.
So the process may take a little longer to get to that point.
Right.
But hang in there is the key. It's
I
got
think
it.
that happens here on the street. There's
Yeah.
points where you just kind of hit a wall and you're going, I got to step away. I just have to step away.
Yeah.
But I don't have time to, because this has to be done by Sunday night.
Yeah.
So you just power through, and yes, it comes together.
Okay.
Thank you so much for coming along with me on this joy-filled adventure of art for healing and joy. And if you like this, I'd love it if you would like, subscribe, or share my channel. Also, you can go to my website, robinrandolph.com, and subscribe there. Thanks again for watching. I'll see you next time.